We're here to talk about a barricaded subject that gunfire was exchanged with, a violent act with the Marion County Sheriff's Office, specifically the SWAT team, on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, late June 1st. To give you a brief overview of the incident, I'd like to introduce you to Marion County Sheriff Chris Blair.
Good morning, and thank you for being here this morning. And just kind of want to give you an overview of what unfolded this past Sunday afternoon. We got a phone call from a family member who was concerned about a member of his family that was heavily armed, had outstanding warrants on him at the time, had a violent history, anti-government type individual. So we had patrol units respond to the particular location located at 17161 Northwest 162nd Terrace. It's near Williston, out on State Road 27. Upon arrival there, units from the patrol division attempted to make contact at the residence. Also behind the residence was a stolen vehicle from Illinois, supposedly stolen by a white female from her parents, probably a week prior to. No contact was made on that particular time, but they were there. But also there was concern about the possibility that the individual was in the house, not responding to their requests. So a decision was made to respond to our SWAT team. SWAT team responded along with our negotiation team in hopes that we can make contact with people inside the residence. Contact shortly thereafter was made. Individual refused to come out. Probably negotiations lasted for a total of about 2 hours. Numerous contacts were made. Multiple threats were made by the individuals to shoot our officers, our SWAT officers, which time shortly, over about 2 hour period, shots rang out at our officers. As you see behind me, the SWAT vehicle took rounds, heavy fire. Certainly had a concern for the welfare of our SWAT team and other members of Uniform Patrol. Arrested that day was an individual by the name of Dustin Heathman, date of birth 1/16/79, 35 years of age. He was charged with a warrant, violation of probation, along with 10 counts of felony attempted homicide on law enforcement officers. Also arrested was Jennifer Brown, 11/15/94. She was charged with grand theft auto from Leland, Illinois. As a sheriff, I'd just like to personally thank my people for doing a great job. They risked their lives that day. And I think that the citizens of Marion County, when they come across one of our people, they need to thank them. They have a job out here that they have to serve each and every one. They risk their lives, and they should be personally thanked. I'd like to thank our SWAT team, our negotiation team, our bomb team, our property crimes team, and our major crime team for doing such a great job in taking a dangerous individual off the street. We are lucky today that situations were not different. And I'm just so thankful to God for protecting my people here at the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Thank you again.
At this time, I'd like to introduce to you someone who was in the heat of the battle, experienced it firsthand, basically had a front row seat for this whole thing, and very well-respected officer here at the Marion County Sheriff's Office, Sergeant Ryan Robbins.
Good afternoon. We responded Sunday afternoon after receiving a page for a call out. Upon arrival, we were advised there was a subject inside the residence with a warrant, and was at that point communicating with our negotiators. As the sheriff spoke, we were in negotiations with the subject for quite a while. At one point, there was a female that was released from the residence, again, based on the outstanding job of our negotiators. In the process of negotiating again with the defendant, he spontaneously opened fire on the vehicle, the Bearcat that's behind me, which time we took numerous rounds to the windshield area where we had subjects seated both in the front passenger seat and the driver's seat, and people in the main carrier part of the vehicle. The area was secured by the rest of the SWAT team. The subject also fired on other SWAT members not in the Bearcat on another part of the property, placing everyone on the scene in danger. Shots were returned on the suspect. Gunfire stopped, and then shortly after, the suspect exited the residence, and then was taken into custody. We appreciate the support of the community in regards to the situation, and we're glad that everyone was protected and made it home safe to their families. Thank you.
One of the things that the sergeant was remiss in telling you that he was actually the passenger of this vehicle when it was being shot at. But at this point, we'd like to introduce to you Major Thomas W. Bibb of the Marion County Sheriff's Office to talk about the follow-up investigation into this case.
On Sunday, about 7:30, the Marion County Sheriff's Office Detective Bureau Major Crimes Unit responded to the scene. By the time we got there, the situation was stabilized and both defendants were in custody. From that point, we started interviewing everybody, the SWAT team members, everybody that responded there. And then from there, we went ahead and executed the search warrant at 10 o'clock the following morning, which was Monday. As you can see, this is what we recovered from within the residence. Heathman was the only person inside when the shots were being fired. And you can see that he had a whole arsenal of ammunition, ballistic vests, helmets, and assault rifles, handguns, and shotguns. In addition, we recovered over 4,000 rounds of ammunition for these weapons, and he fired approximately 50 times from inside the residence at our officers. Right now, he's charged with 10 counts of attempted murder on law enforcement officers, and also there may be a federal charge coming down because the weapon that he was using, the assault rifle, was fully automatic. Before we make that charges, we have to send that weapon to FDLE to get it certified that it is fully automatic, and then we'll probably be contacting the federal government and see if they want to put federal charges for that particular weapon. This subject, Heathman, he's 35 years old. He's already spent about 12 years in the Department of Corrections, and he's been arrested 11 to 12 times, mostly in Palm Beach County. That's where all his crimes were committed. A lot of it robbery with a firearm, assault on police officers, burglary, theft, and possession of a destructive device. So his criminal history is quite long over the past 15, 20 years.